Welcome to Day 1 of the Prospecting Audio Reinforcement Program. The purpose of this program is to provide you with the skills, habits, and attitudes you need to consistently and effectively prospect for new business. So what exactly is prospecting? It's the act of identifying and qualifying potential new business, and as difficult as it can be, it's one of the most valuable selling skills that any salesperson can master. In fact, it's because of the relative difficulty of prospecting in today's market that it can prove so valuable. Let's assume for a moment that you've got all of the business you can handle. No shortage of customers at all. In fact, more customers than you can even manage right now. Commissions are great. Life is good. So in reality, if you were in this situation, what's the likelihood that you would consistently spend time prospecting for new customers? Your natural response would likely be to focus on other things. In that situation, is it realistic to think that you would still spend significant time and energy prospecting for new customers? Probably not. On the other hand, let's imagine for a moment that your business is just the opposite. Sales are down. You're losing your best customers. Not only do you not have all the business you need, you don't even have enough business to survive. In that situation, how likely would you be to spend significant time prospecting for new customers? Very likely if you're going to stay in business. So obviously, when we really need the business, we're more likely to focus on prospecting for new customers. That probably doesn't come as a big surprise. But let's talk for a moment about the typical salesperson who's prospecting for new business because they really need it, and they need it now or yesterday. If you've ever had this kind of salesperson make a prospecting call on you, you know their typical characteristics. They're focused on quick sales, not building relationships. They're often poor listeners, and they're impatient, uncomfortable, stressed out, under lots of pressure to make the sale, which puts them in a weak negotiating position. Now let's look at it from the other perspective. If a salesperson was coming from a position